Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. In today's video, we're going to continue our series where I show you guys every single collectible that the game has to offer. However, this video has to come with a warning. I'm not able to gather 100% of the collectibles here yet. However, with the newest patch that the game has, I'm kind of forced to show you this zone right now if you want to see me collecting any of them. With the most recent patch to the game, they made it so, whereas before you had to collect every collectible on separate characters, it's now profile bound. So I have one of every class that I'm playing through the game with, but I've been only collecting in videos for this character to show you guys where everything is. If I play any of my other characters, I will get credit for all of the collectibles that I have intentionally skipped on this character, and I'll no longer be able to show you where they are. So in general, a good change for the game. However, it does put me in a bit of an awkward spot. I can, however, show you exactly where the one and only collectible I cannot acquire is. I just won't be able to pick it up. So to get things started, we have 2 lost marbles, 20 lucky die, 2 poetry pages, and a rune switch that we have to uncover. I'm starting from the southern entrance of town. This is where you will enter Brighthoof for the first time, so I want to be here as well. And of course, if this video is helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Another thing we should probably say is that Brighthoof has many different stages of progression with it. So I have my vessel blessed, and I've also done the mission where you help the guy who's being possessed. Both of those are done, and then there's one more state of the zone later after you beat the game, and that's why I cannot loot the last one. However, our first dice is right here. Sorry for the weird intro. I feel like I had a lot to say. Our first roll of the video is going to be an 18. Not too bad. Starting high, not too bad. And that's located directly in the center of this well in this part of the town square. If I move to the east from here, this area is locked if you have not completed one of the quests from the Weep Wild Dankness, where you help a demon find a new host. Well, as you're making your way down into this cathedral, if you turn left here, there is a small ladder that you could take that leads up to a 20-sided die that you are now able to collect. If you haven't been to the Weep Wild Dankness yet or done all of the side quests there, this area will not be accessible. Now, back to the central courtyard. There was the well we jumped down in the center of town. We're just going to make our way north towards the main section of the city, but we are going to hug the left side, and as we make our way around this corner, tucked behind some boxes, we find another 20-sided die. And once again, that is right here on the map. If we turn around and continue to make our way north, as we go through this archway, we are once again going to hug this left side, follow these stairs all around, and up on this second level balcony, we find another 20-sided die. And once again, that is right here on the map. Now, if you do not have your ship blessed, then all of this will be covered with water. However, once you get that out of the way, there is a 20-sided die sitting on a cliffside located right here on the map. And for my next one, I mean, there are a few more to find down here, but I'm going to try to get back up there just to help my brain process where I've been so far. Once you make your way back up top, we are looking for these bronze pipes that are distilling something or pushing something throughout the entirety of the town. We're going to use that box to climb up onto the high ground here, grab onto the side of the roof, and then kind of wedge ourselves into this corner to climb up onto this pipe. And there you will find a 20-sided die just sitting there waiting for you. And all of this takes place right here on the map. 16, not bad. We need to then jump back over this pipe, and not all the way to the ground. Hold on. And instead of climbing up this again, we're going to jump to this other pipe that's protruding out to go across the river. From here, we can then climb over this rooftop and look down to see a balcony in the direction of the south. If we land on this balcony, a poetry page is sitting on top of this table. And once again, that is right here on the map. From there, we're not going to cross the river. Instead, we're going to move to the end of this boardwalk until we see this blue cloth sitting here. We are right here on the map. If we drop down and don't fall all the way into the riverbed, there's a 20-sided die tucked right underneath that boardwalk. If we continue to walk through the waterbed, there's another 20-sided die located right here. Staying inside of the riverbed, I'm making my way northwest, just right across from where we just were. And I am looking for this break and this archway underneath a normal passageway. If we turn to the left, there's a slide down and then a rope ladder, which will bring you up to one of the lost marbles. Now, I looked so long trying to find this marble before I realized that I was waiting for the water level to go down. I looked for probably a solid hour for a jump path that could get me to this location that had a probability of getting me here. However, now we know the answer. You can hit this lever to get a path that opens up to the docks, but don't forget to get your marble before you leave. Using the walkway that we just opened up, if you keep making left-hand turns, you'll be facing the docks yet again. If you turn to the right, there is a cannon placed kind of precariously on this ledge. There is a fuse underneath. This used to be covered by water. Luckily, the thread isn't wet. Well, that cannon opens up a secret door that houses a 20-sided die for us to have. To get over there, just make your way across the docks like this. You're located right here on the map, and inside you will find a scroll to listen to, as well as a 20-sided die to pick up. Now, that's not all that's here. There's also a poetry page very close by. If you jump onto this life raft and then head on top of this building, follow this net pathway up to the top of a ship's mast, and you will find a poetry page. We're at the base of that ship's mast right now, and we are going to head east along the boardwalk. Turning left and looking behind these boxes will reveal another 20-sided die. And once again, that's located right here on the map. There are a ton of collectibles in the center of town, so I'm going to kind of carve out the outline of this city. I'm going to head to the northeastern corner for another 20-sided die. This one's actually right at the shooting range where you can test your DPS on your weapons to see how good they are. These big targets, they don't do anything, but if you shoot these smaller ones, each of those smaller targets is attached to a lever. If you hit all of them, that lever opens up a kind of barred gate that was keeping you out from this 20-sided die. As we leave the shooting range and cross the bridge to the southeast, we're going to look left, and protected by these giant crabs is another 20-sided die. From this die location, we are going to turn around and look for these broken grates underneath the city's normal walkway. If you investigate this path, at the end of it will be a 20-sided die waiting to be picked up. Well, once again, that is right here on the map. Although this one's a little deceiving. We're underneath the main walkway. Making our way out from the broken grate, if we can jump up on the left and climb back up to the normal walkway, there is another die very close by. Using this box by the hanging shark, and then jumping onto the ledge that the hanging shark is hanging from, we can access this rooftop and the 20-sided die sitting in that small window. Once again, right here on the map. From that window up there, we're going to turn around and head into Izzy's Fizzies. Now, this is going to be a place we're probably going to return to a few times. Not only are there a couple collectibles in here, but the roof of this place gives us easy access to the rooftop of the city, where more collectibles are hidden. Before we get up there, using the stairs on the northern side of the building, we're going to get up to the second floor, and then in this small room is a scroll.
Oh, I do not trust that Stubbly over at Stubbly's Bubblies. He says he's sticking to unsweetened flavored soda water, but my spies at the docks have seen some sassafras get unloaded, and it sure didn't go to my kids. I don't like it. This city's pop market belongs to Isabel Bloodtooth, and if Stubbly thinks he can rattle her bottles, well, we'll see whose cap gets popped.
Who would have guessed that the soda market was that competitive? Before heading to the roof, underneath the stairs, we will find another 20-sided die. And we're doing pretty good. We're almost done. When we get to the roof, there is a rune puzzle, one of the parkour ones that we can try to do. But already from up here, we're spotting even more die. I'm going to opt to do the parkour puzzle first because I think I might be able to grab that during the run. Veering to the left, we are going to be able to pick up the first one using the jump pad to get to the roof. We see this 20-sided die. If we hop back over, we can continue on the path by jumping over this gap as well. That leads us to the second rune. If we head across this rope bridge using the back end of the... Oh no! Using the back end of the building, we should be able to use this rooftop to achieve success with the final rune. And got the die on the way, and I didn't even use my movement speed buff. That could have been even faster. Now from here, we're actually incredibly close to yet another collectible. And again, on the map, we are right here. Notice that there is a marble nearby. Well, if you jump over this roof and jump over this roof, you can land right on top of it. From that marble, we head to this location. There is a box nearby covered with a tarp. We're going to use that box to grab this ledge, access this balcony, and spin yet another 20-sided die. While I've been doing this, my neighbor is just hammering away on something right outside my window. Hopefully our noise suppression's doing a good enough job to keep that out of your guys' ears. Hopefully. From this ledge, we are going to jump across to this side of the roof. This is right at the dock. From here, we're going to look on top of this building, and on top of it, on the very edge, we find a 20-sided die. Looking underneath us on this balcony, there is a scroll that we can pick up as well. Both of these located right about here on the map. And there is one more collectible that way. And if you've been following along, this will be 19 out of 20 for the 20-sided die in Brighthoof. Remember, I told you at the beginning of the game, I cannot access the final one, but I can show you exactly where it is. The final of the die reside inside Butt Stallion's castle courtyard. I have it on good authority that the prologue of the game opens this up for us to enter. However, I can use photo mode and give you a better vantage point. Slightly better anyway. Behind the fifth of these shrubberies, unfortunately photo mode won't let me go back anymore. It's this one with the two mushrooms just behind the statue. That is where the final of the 20-sided die is located. And even though I can't get over there to loot it, I still showed you exactly where it was. Thank you for understanding that this new patch kind of put us in a weird spot with this series. I've been trying to go through every zone that we've already cleared to make sure we have all the collectibles, and this one was just, I was just going to save this for the end when we could pick them all up. But remember, if this video helped you, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. We'll be checking out another zone and getting all of its collectibles very soon. Take care. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.